Good evening, everybody. I am super excited to have you all on this evening for the Black Women's Wellness Collective's first ever Wellness Wednesday. I am your host, Princella, and I am here in Chicago. I also go by Princess, so either one is fine. And I am absolutely so thrilled to be on this Zoom with you all this evening. And I don't know about you all, but the holidays, all the bright lights, all of the gatherings, all of the family, all of the food, all of those things, they can sometimes weigh us down. Sometimes, do they ever make you feel like your energy and your wallet are just being drawn just all the way away? Well, if you can relate to that, you're definitely not alone. And so that's why we wanted to share this Wellness Wednesday series. And our vision is to do these every Wednesday to really be able to share some knowledge, some wisdom, to really be able to help us live our best lives so that we can stay well and be able to live the life that we dreamed of and have the impact that we deserve to have on this world. So today's workshop or mini webinar is called 5 Ways to Stay Well This Holiday Season. And our goal is to help you prioritize your wellness, not just during the holiday season, not just on when you're on vacation, but all of the time. Our rest, our joy, and our overall wellness is absolutely something that's important, and we want to help you prioritize yourself more. So please be patient with me as I am learning how to navigate here with my slides. Thank you so much for your grace on this. And this will be for all those people that joined us on Zoom from all across the world. Welcome, welcome, welcome. For those people that will see this on replay on our Instagram pages or on our Facebook pages or even on YouTube, please put R in the comments to let us know that you're watching this on replay. So again, welcome to Wellness Wednesday. Get ready to dive into some practical tips that you can use to stay well, not only physically, emotionally, financially, socially, and it is absolutely ready to prioritize yourself. So I hope that all of you all are ready. This is going to be an interactive session. And so we are just, again, super excited to have you all here with us. So this is a quick overview of today's webinar. In this webinar, we're going to explore 5 areas to help you stay well this holiday season. Now, we know that wellness is more than just these 5 areas, but these are the 5 that we're going to focus on today. Physical wellness, emotional wellness, financial wellness, social wellness, as well as liberation through travel. So at the Black Women's Wellness Collective, we really believe that rest is not a luxury. It is something that should become part of our everyday practice. And the NAP ministry is definitely one of our inspirations. And I'm just so excited to share a little bit more this evening with you all. So as it says here, your wellness is our mission. I am Princella Lee. I am your host this evening, and I'm also the founder of the Black Women's Wellness Collective. I am a former burned out caseworker. I am a nonprofit leader, also a licensed social worker, serial entrepreneur. I am a travel enthusiast, you all. I absolutely love to travel. It's one of the things that I love to do to kind of stay well and kind of recharge. I'm one that uses yoga as a way to move, and we're going to talk about that today as well. I love to cook plant-based food, and I'm really dedicated to helping women, particularly Black women, and entrepreneurs and leaders really prioritize their overall wellness and their well-being to be able to avoid burnout and be able to impact the world in a huge way. So we're going to take a moment to reflect. What does wellness mean to you? Especially during the holidays. What does wellness mean to you? Drop it in the chat. I'm going to add it in the chat. Drop it in the chat. What does wellness mean to you? All right. So I see a couple of responses coming in. Okay, so I see some responses coming in. Folks are saying wellness to them during this time means not working, spending more time with family and friends. All right, fantastic. Other people, I see a couple of other responses coming in saying doing nothing. Absolutely. Absolutely. Those definitely are some things that I definitely understand. Wellness during the holiday time, we're going to learn more about this. But I definitely want you to continue to ask yourself during this time, what does wellness mean to you, especially during this very busy time? What does it mean to you? Does it mean spending more time with friends? Does it mean being alone? Like, what does it mean for you to be able to kind of continue to tap into your wellness during this time of year? Okay, so now we have time for a quick activity. Love activities. So type one intention that you'd like to set for this holiday season. One intention for this holiday season. Let's give everybody a second to type that in. I see responses coming in. Okay. So I see some responses coming in. Some folks are saying spending some more quality time with themselves. Absolutely. Okay. I see other ones coming in. Not working, spending quality time with family. Yes, absolutely. Okay. I see a couple of other intentions coming in. Okay. Some folks are saying this is the first time they're thinking about what their intentions are. So they got to give it some thought. Absolutely. I definitely respect that as well. So you may not have your intention right now, and that's okay. But we want to challenge you to come up with one intention that you like to set for the holiday season. One thing that we know to be true is that if we can't envision it, it's not likely going to happen. So we've got to really be able to kind of have it in our mind, have that intention so we can be drawn to it, right? So we can actually be able to put what's necessary in place to be able to make it come to us, right? So, all right, keep on dropping those in throughout this time that we'll be together this evening. Awesome. All right, so we're going to start with physical wellness. So, physical wellness, this is number one. One of the ways that we're able to stay well this holiday season is focusing on our physical wellness. So, as you see on your screen, prioritize rest and relaxation. During this time, a lot of people are shopping, they're running around picking up family, they're still working, they're doing a whole lot of things. And sometimes we as women, and particularly as Black women, we're at the bottom of our own list, aren't we? Yes, we are. And so during this time of year, sometimes we're even more overwhelmed. And so it's important for us to really be able to prioritize rest and relaxation. And what does that look like for you? You decide. What is rest look like for you? Is that just closing your eyes and just being quiet for 5 minutes a day? Is that you doing yoga? Is that going to the gym? What does that look like for you? Is that actually having 7 to 9 hours of sleep? Like, what does that look like for you? So, whatever that is, take note of that and let's prioritize that as one of the ways that we can kind of feed ourselves physically during this time to stay well. Also, anybody have busy days? Yes, me too. So, taking breaks intentionally, getting up from your desk if you're working, or if you're at home, you work from home, or maybe you don't work and you are, taking care of family or, taking care of children, whatever the case may be. Take intentional breaks throughout the day. That may be 5 minutes, that may be 10 minutes, 15, whatever the time frame that you can allow. But taking intentional breaks is absolutely another way to be able to stay well physically, especially during the holiday season. As well, engaging in gentle movement. I like yoga. Drop in the chat. What are some of the things that you like to do to move? Okay, I see some comments coming through the chat. Some people saying Zumba. Yes, I love Zumba as well. Dancing, yes. All right. I also see people just working out. Some people as well say yoga and Pilates. All right, awesome. Whatever that is for you, engage in some type of movement. It may be walking, it may be any of those things, but move and you're going to absolutely feel a little bit better. Last way that we're going to share today on physical wellness is creating rituals for comfort and rejuvenation. Whew, you see the young lady here is getting a massage. Oh my gosh. I absolutely love massage. I work in a nonprofit office as well during the day, and we actually have somebody comes in once a month and actually gives the staff a few minutes of a massage. Absolutely amazing. So this is also something that I want to do more in 2025 is have massages. But what does that look like for you? What is going to be your ritual for comfort and rejuvenation? Is it giving yourself a facial? Is it doing your nails? Is it, what is it for you? Coming up with those things that allow you to have some comfort and just kind of recharge. All right, let's take some more time for reflection right here. So, how can you carve out at least 10 minutes each day for physical self care? And what types of gentle movement bring you the most joy? Is it walking? Is it stretching? Is it dancing to your favorite song? Like, what is it for you? So, let's take a moment and let's drop it in the chat. How can you carve out at least 10 minutes each day for your physical self care? Okay, I see all the responses coming in here. Okay, I can't get to all of these. They are coming in. Okay. So I see somebody says that they can do it in the morning. In the morning, right when they wake up, is the best time for them to get that 10 minutes in. Okay, fantastic, fantastic. All right, somebody else said during their lunch break, getting up for lunch and actually being able to get 10 minutes of walking around to get some physical self care. Okay, all right. I see a couple of other responses here. Folks got some cool ideas about how they can carve out 10 minutes. Good job. Good job. Folks are coming up with that time. Some people are saying that they prefer to walk. Okay, I see a couple folks in here saying the stretching works best for them. They got their yoga mats and all of that stuff. Okay, awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, somebody says that they dance their favorite song every single day. I love it. I love it. Whatever works for you is what you should be doing, right? Don't care about what your friend or your sister or whatever does works for her. Whatever works for you is what you want to do more of because we deserve to have at least 10 minutes of our own time to be able to focus on our physical self care. Yes or yes? Absolutely. Yes, we deserve to have some time on our own list. Absolutely. All right, let's keep on moving. So, here, let's take a moment, y'all. Let's take a moment to stretch. Okay, okay, let's take stretch. Let's roll. Do some neck rolls. Yes, 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 yes. How does it feel? Okay, let's do this. We deserve to do this every single day, you all, several times a day. Kind of getting the stress out, getting the kinks out, and just doing some physical activity just to really be able to focus on our overall self care and wellness and pay attention to how you feel after you get these stretches in. All right, let's keep it moving, you all. Okay, what's the next one? Emotional wellness. All right. So, making time for processing emotions, you all. I don't know about you all, but the holiday season is an emotional time. I know for me personally, and I don't know if anybody can relate. Yeah, I see a couple people who can relate. Yes, it is. During this time, I mean, my dad passed away during the holiday season. During this holiday season, a lot of time people are spending time with family. Some of my family are no longer in the same city that I live in. So it's an emotional time. And so give yourself time to process those emotions and allow and be okay with those emotions, right? It's okay to be emotional during this time of year. It's time for us to really ask ourselves, what is it telling us? How do we get meaning from these emotions that are coming to us, right? And use some of those tools like journaling to write out, how we're feeling and, what's coming to us as we start giving ourselves some quiet time to just really process our emotions. Meditation. How many people like to do meditation? Yes, me too. Me too. I need to do it more. But yes, meditation is also an incredible tool. Just allow us to just quiet our own mind and just quiet, push out all of the distractions, even though it's challenging to do, and to really allow ourselves to listen to what's going on inside of us instead of all of the noise that's going on outside of us, right? Also, connecting with supportive people. I think the key word here, you all, is supportive. If people are stuck on negative, that may not be the people that we need to connect with during this time of year and not during the time that we're really trying to focus on our emotional wellness. So connecting with supportive people. If you feel drained after talking with this person or, connecting with this person, it's likely that they're not supportive. So we want to be able to minimize interaction to the degree that we can with people that are not as supportive during this time. We want to focus on supportive people. And remember that saying no is self-care. No is a full sentence. And you're not being mean by putting up boundaries to say, no, I'm sorry, I can't do this or that. You are really prioritizing yourself. When we say no to something, we're saying yes to something else. And so it's important for us to make sure that we're saying yes to ourselves, yes to our own emotional wellness, and saying no to things that drain us and make us feel all scattered, especially during this time of year. All right, let's do some more reflection, you all. So, when was the last time that you allowed yourself to fully feel and name your emotions? Hmm. Okay. Probably was a while for us, huh? Yes, it's a while for you as well, Chantel. Exactly. Yes, it's been a while. So give ourselves time to name, allow us to really fully feel those emotions and be okay with how we feel. It's all right. What's one boundary that we can set this week, not next week, this week, to protect our emotional energy? Folks still reflecting on it, huh? One boundary that we can put in place. That might be you all getting off the phone or not answering the phone. We know somebody negative is calling with some complaining or, with something negative. We can absolutely just, hey, you know what? I'm running into a meeting, or hey, I got to run to work, or whatever the case is. And we are minimizing that contact, or we're communicating with people. Hey, I'm really focusing on my wellness right now. So I'm not going to be able to be available to listen to all of what's going on with you and your spouse at this time. I'm really focusing on my goals for 2025, but I'll get back up with you, in next year. Whatever it might be, but really figuring out what's one thing that you can do to protect your emotional energy this week. Don't wait, y'all. All right, so let's keep it moving. Let's take an activity. All right, so let's take 1 minute of just quiet time. Close your eyes if you can, if you're in a safe space. Close your eyes and let's just take a few moments to breathe. When you're ready, come back to being fully alert. What emotions came up for you? You don't have to put it in the chat or anything like that, but just make note of it for yourself. What are some emotions that came up for you? No judgment. No judgment on the emotions that came up. Nothing's good or bad. Just take note of what emotions came up. Just notice what came up for you. All right. Let's keep it moving. Let's move on to third. financial wellness. You all during this holiday season, what are people doing? They swiping that credit card, spending all of that money, getting gifts and all of those things for loved ones. And so we definitely want to be able to give during this holiday season, but we also want to make sure that we are taking care of ourselves and looking ahead to find out how are these decisions that we're making right now going to impact us in the future, and making sure that we're being intentional about it, right? So part of how we can do that is setting a clear budget. Setting a clear budget. How much are you going to allocate for your holiday spending? Whatever that is for you, staying in line with whatever that budget is that you decide. And then planning ahead to avoid financial stress. So I don't know about you all, but in the past, I'm better now. But in the past, I would spend a whole lot of money on holiday gifts and, for myself and for other people, and really wouldn't think ahead about, okay, in 6 months, I'm still going to be paying for these gifts. So planning ahead to really be able to avoid future stress. So really part of it, staying with that budget, planning ahead. How is this going to impact me in March? How is this going to impact the things that I want to do in January and in June? And really making sure that we're coming up and pulling up the discipline to really be able to make sure that we're able to position ourselves to be able to accomplish whatever goals that we have in the future, and not sabotage our success by not paying attention to the first two. Also, focusing on meaningful gifts or experiences. I don't know about you all, but I used to spend a whole lot of money on things. And now, after I turned 50, I think it probably was after I turned 40, but definitely after I turned 50, I'm like, look, I want to go somewhere. I want to spend some time with some friends and family. I want to have some experiences instead of just stuff and things. And as I continue to get older, I realize how valuable those experiences are. As I mentioned earlier in this video, my dad passed away during this holiday season, and whenever I think back on him, I think about us in Mexico, having fun on the beach together, and really just spending that quality time. And so that's definitely one of the things that I love to give as gifts is, hey, we're going here, hey, we're going there, where you want to go, type of thing. But for you, focus on, what are those meaningful gifts for you and the person that you are looking to give a gift to. And then lastly, explore extra income opportunities. We have a brand ambassador program, and we'll share a little bit more about that. So if that's something that you may be interested in exploring, for sure, reach out to us, let us know. We're definitely excited to share. But sometimes there's no more ways to save. We got to earn extra money to really be able to minimize the financial stress, right? So let's keep it moving. All right, time to reflect. What's one small step that you can take this week to stay on track with your holiday budget? Now, some of y'all might be saying, hey, I got to come up with my holiday budget. Okay, well, then that is one step. One step that you can take to stay on track with your holiday budget. If you don't have one yet, that's the first step for you. So coming up with your holiday budget. Other folks, what are some things that is one step that you can take? Okay, I see somebody else said coming up with the limits of how much they're going to definitely spend and for who. Okay, so possibly seeing who might not need to be on that special holiday list this year. Absolutely. So come up with one step that's going to work for you to help you stay on track. And then how can giving experiences rather than expensive gifts reduce the financial and emotional stress? How about spending some quality time with friends or family members? Right? Because I'm telling you, I never was thinking that that last Christmas, that last New Year's with my dad would be the last one. Just never thought about it, even though it's a possibility. But so definitely think about that. Reflect on that. If this was the last holiday that I had with my family, we don't want to be morbid here, right? But what type of experiences do you want to reflect on in the future that you had with this loved one, right? So I know for my niece, for her graduation gift, I took her to the Dominican Republic. First passport stamp, right? Like, absolutely, she's never going to forget that. That was the holiday gift for that year. So definitely reflect on it and think about what'll work for you. All right, let's keep it moving to number 4. Well, I'm jumping ahead too fast. Activity first. Take 30 seconds to think of one low cost or no cost gift idea and type it in the chat. Type it in the chat. All right. Somebody says a gourmet meal for their spouse. Absolutely love that. Absolutely love that. All right. I see somebody else says going out for an experience. So going out to a concert or a show could be a low cost experience as well. All right, a low cost gift. All right, fantastic. A handmade gift. Absolutely. So somebody says they love crocheting and making an amazing scarf for a family member is definitely something that's a low cost idea. Absolutely amazing idea. So yes, what are those are some of the most meaningful gifts, right? Because somebody took the time to make something for us. So absolutely. I love that. Keep those ideas coming. Absolutely love those. I'm getting some ideas too. Absolutely. All right. Let me see. We are now to number 4, you all, on social wellness. Social wellness. So spending time with uplifting people. Yes, this is a big one. Sometimes we're around people that are draining our energy, aren't we? Some of us, we have to be around these people. They may be family members, they may be spouses, unfortunately, they may be coworkers. But we want to make sure that we're spending time with uplifting people that are bringing us up, making us smile, giving us energy, and not taking our energy away. Love that. Prioritizing connections that we just talked about it, that energize you, people that give you energy. I just talked to a friend. She called me right before the Zoom call. We haven't talked in probably 5 years. And I'm telling you, I would have talked longer if I didn't have to, if I wasn't with you all on the Zoom. But it just gave me energy. I was so excited to hear how her family has grown over the years and just all of that. So, yes, use this time to really connect with people who are giving you energy and making you feel uplifted. How about setting boundaries? We talked about it. Setting boundaries with draining people, right? We can't get away from these people sometimes, but we can set some boundaries on how much time we spend with these folks, especially if we're feeling drained. And we can be creative, right? We don't have to be rude or nasty, but we do want to make sure that we set some boundaries that's going to help us protect not only our emotional wellness, but also our social wellness as well. And last but definitely not least, taking time for ourselves. So, you taking time for yourself. What does that look like for you? Taking time for yourself can look so many different ways, but making sure that you're prioritizing yourself in all of the hustle and all of the bustle and, all of that sort of thing. All right, so let's take some time to reflect. So, who in your life really uplifts you and really supports you? And what is one holiday gathering that you might skip or you might shorten to protect your energy? Whew, getting real here, right? So I know for me, I have so many people in my life that uplift me and support me. And those are the people that I'm going to be spending time with. One of them, she's going to be coming back to the Chicagoland area, right outside of Chicagoland area. Her and her family, have such positive energy. And so I'm going to be spending some time this holiday season with them. They just are positive and they just make me feel so just I don't gotta worry about anything. And who are the people that uplift you, support you, and make you feel just at peace? we definitely want to identify those folks and put them on the list of people that we want to connect with this holiday season. What is one holiday gathering that you might skip or you might shorten to protect your own energy? I can think of a few personally. So I want you to think of yours. And it's not, you may say, you know what, I'm not going to skip because, it'll cause negative ramifications. Cool. But you don't have to stay all day. You may just go and wave, stay for a few minutes and then, keep it moving. Or you may just stay for an hour when before you may have stayed for 6 hours. So the goal is if your energy is feeling exhausted or feeling, just really under attack and it's your energy feeling drained, we want to make sure that we're protecting your energy during this time. Yes or yes? Absolutely. Yes. All right. Activity time. Write down 3 names of people you feel supported by this season. 3. I see some people in chat talking about they can't come up with 3. I'm challenging you to come up with 3. Now, if you can't come up with 3, which I think you can, if you can't come up with 3, I challenge you to, we got to prioritize meeting some more positive people. Got to expand our network then. We got to make some new friends if we can't come up with 3 names of people who we feel supported by. Okay? Consider reaching out to them before the year ends. I reached out to my friend Yvonne. I haven't talked to Yvonne in like 5 years. And I sent her a quick message and then she called me back like, hey. So, and now I'm over here feeling uplifted, by that conversation. And we're going to get together before the end of the year. So, absolutely, you all, we're going to be intentional about things that we can do to feed our overall wellness. We're not going to just be, loose with it. We want to be intentional and we want to make sure that we accomplish these goals, right? So that's why we're doing these things. So I hope that you all are writing these things down on paper in front of you. And if you're not, this is going to be on our pages, our Facebook and our Instagram and all of that stuff. So definitely feel free to watch the replay when you are able to write this down so that we can absolutely do this, right? All right, let's keep it moving. All right, this is one of my favorite things. So liberation through travel is absolutely one of our strategies as well to stay well this holiday season. And you might be saying, man, I can't go nowhere this holiday season. It's okay. There is proof, research that says that when we book a trip, we start feeling better. So for us at the Black Women's Wellness Collective, this is part of kind of one of the things that we prioritize is liberation through travel. And travel as a self-care and liberation, you all. Sometimes getting away, turning down the phone or go someplace where the phone not gonna work is a way for us to just really focus on ourselves and just really be able to catch up. I know for me, you all, I'm packing right now, getting ready for a trip on Monday. And I'm telling you, it has been more stressful this week and last week than it has been for some time. And I think it's like the creator is telling me you need to go rest. I'm going to make sure you understand and remember this so that you prioritize yourself more frequently. So yes, travel as a self-care and liberation. Absolutely. Explore new perspectives and joy, you all. Sometimes going new places, meeting new people, having new experiences, it just brings us joy. And so it's amazing for us to allow ourselves to even think about where are some places that I would love to go? Who would I love to go with? What are some things that I would love to do in another city, in another town? And it doesn't necessarily have to be something that's out of the country or anything like that. It might just be going to another city, going to up the street or another neighborhood that you don't normally go to. But allowing yourself to travel, is definitely something that we teach on and encourage, at the Black Women's Wellness Collective. And we encourage you, to join our Ultimate Lifestyle Club for personalized travel experiences. Absolutely love to share with you how we do that and how we're able to just create a lifestyle of traveling and wellness. Also prioritizing self-care and community, you all. Part of what we're creating with the Black Women's Wellness Collective is just that. It's a collective. It's a community of people that are making a decision to prioritize their wellness and really support other people on that journey. Because it absolutely is a journey. It is not a destination. It is absolutely an ongoing journey, and we are on it together. So, you all know it's time. It's time to reflect. So, how can traveling, even if it's local in your own city, help you feel refreshed and empowered? So, it may not be getting on a plane. You might say, "Hey, I can't go anywhere. I don't have time. I don't have money, whatever." But let's let our mind kind of drift. How can traveling help you feel refreshed and empowered? And what's one place or one cultural experience that you'd love to have in 2025? I know for me, you all, Bali is on my list. Bali is on my list for 2025. I'm going to absolutely make it happen, and I cannot wait. Cannot wait. So that's one of my things that are on my list. But I definitely want to hear. Okay, I see coming in the chat. All right, I hear some people are trying to go to Paris. Okay, I see Africa on some people's list. Okay, all right, I see Arizona. All right, Vegas. All right, yes, yes, yes. All right, they keep on coming in. Yes, continue to brainstorm and reflect on this. Feel free to look at this replay and yes, come up with some more lists. Come up with some more places that you want to go. All right, activity time. So in the chat, share one travel destination that's on your bucket list. I already shared with you one of mine. Okay. I see Macau is on some people's bucket list. All right, Paris again. Okay. I see Italy. All right, awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, I see New York is on somebody's list. Okay, Dubai, yes, it's on a lot of people's list. All right, fantastic. So yes, keep them going. Let's do those vision boards. Let's get it done, y'all. Let's figure this out, and we want to help you as well. All right, so as we get ready to close up our webinar, thank you so much for being a part of our first Wellness Wednesday. I am super excited about this webinar and our webinar series are really helping us share some tips that will help us be able to prioritize our wellness more every single day. So I encourage you to put in the chat that if you want to join us for our next webinar. Our next Wellness Wednesday webinar is going to be next Wednesday. And I already told you all, I'm going to be traveling. So that Wellness Wednesday will be coming to you live from Riviera Maya, Mexico. I'm telling you, I cannot wait. So definitely look forward to seeing you all on our next webinar. We want to help you jumpstart your 2025 goals. If those goals are to save more money, if those goals are to travel more, if those goals are to make some extra money, get more fit, all of those things, we want to help you do that at the Black Women's Wellness Collective. So definitely stay in contact with us. Put in the chat, or if you're watching this on the replay, put "let's go" in the chat if you're looking to travel more in 2025. Absolutely, we'll reach out to you and put in the chat, put a money sign in the chat. I see a couple coming through. Money sign in the chat, or if you're watching this on replay, put a money sign in this recording that's online to let us know if you're interested in making some extra money. We absolutely would love to connect with you all and share some ways that you can actually be able to save money, travel more, and make some extra money into 2025. So you can RSVP now to jumpstart your 2025 goals and get on our Wellness Wednesday webinar that's going to be taking place next Wednesday. Feel free as well to reflect on these reflection questions. What's one wellness related goal that you want to commit to in the new year? One. You definitely have more than one, but what is one wellness goal that you want to commit to in 2025? I know for me, it is definitely has to do with eating more. I am on the go. I have my little crock pots and all of my pots in here. I'm trying to make all of those meals, but I need to do a better job of it because when I'm not taking care of my nutrition, I feel off kilter. And so that's definitely one of the things that I'm going to prioritize more in the upcoming year is just continue to dial it up. One of my goals as a kid was to have a personal chef. So I don't have that personal chef yet. So we're going to make sure that until that time comes, we're going to make sure that we are turning it up when it comes to our nutrition and our diet and making sure we're eating more on a regular basis. Let me see. And how will attending our webinar support you on your journey? All right, I see some folks putting some of their wellness goals in here. I see some people drinking more water. Absolutely. Sleeping more, getting up full hours of rest in. Absolutely. Journaling more. All right, yep. Exercising more, losing weight. Okay, eating, getting your nutrients in. Okay, fantastic. So continue reflecting on those wellness goals, you all. Again, at the Black Women's Wellness Collective, your wellness is our mission. And our goal is to help you prioritize yourself on your own list so that you absolutely can live the life that you love. All right. As we get ready to wind down here, you all, we want to take a moment to mark your calendar for our webinar, wellness webinar that's going to be taking place next Wednesday. And put RSVP in the chat right now if you want a reminder. Put RSVP in the chat right now. I see them coming in. If you want a reminder for the webinar that's going to be taking place next Wednesday. And if you're watching the replay, put RSVP in the chat if you want a reminder for next Wednesday's Wellness Wednesday. And set your intention right now. Tell yourself right now that you're going to be showing up. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. We look forward to seeing you all there. I am super excited. Before we go, share with us one thing that you got from our Wellness Wednesday session today. One takeaway. What's one takeaway that you can share with us? And if you can't share right now, okay, I see a couple coming through. All right, somebody says that they are absolutely looking forward to traveling for liberation. All right, yes, absolutely. I see some people who are going to make sure that they're focusing on their social wellness and making sure that they're skipping some of these holiday things because it's not so positive for them and their social wellness. All right, fantastic. Feel free to continue to drop those into the chat. And if you're watching a recording, please feel free to share them as well. We definitely want to get all of your feedback as well as we continue to grow on our Wellness Wednesdays. Like I told y'all, this is our first one. We're super excited at this opportunity to really be able to share this information with you all. And of course, we would love to learn from you all. What are some other topics that you all would love us to focus on during upcoming Wellness Wednesdays? So definitely share that with us in the chat and definitely share that with us for those people that are watching in the replay. Let's absolutely stay connected, you all. The holiday season does not have to be like a marathon. Does not have to be like a marathon with no rest stops, y'all. We got to take care of ourselves, slow down, let the pressures kind of like deal with them a little bit differently by just taking a little bit better care of ourselves. All of the stuff, the spending, the people pleasing, the navigating all the family drama and all of that other sort of stuff. We want to make sure that we're able to use some of these techniques that we shared today to really be able to prioritize our wellness in the midst of all of this busy time so that we are able to feel in 2025 and even before 2025 more grounded, more liberated, and ready to shine like the beautiful stars, the beautiful queens that we are. So I want to say thank you so much for joining us this evening. I am so excited to have the honor of sharing this information with you all today. You see on your screen right here ways to stay in contact with us. So via email, LinkedIn, Instagram, or even on our website as well, thebwwc.com, the Black Women's Wellness Collective. You're also able to see some of our upcoming events as well. If you're interested in getting on one of our webinars about our ultimate lifestyle community, definitely don't hesitate to reach out to us and let us know that. Feel free to drop it in the chat. I see a couple coming through. Yes, we'll be reaching out to you, Stephanie. Absolutely. Feel free to reach out to us here in the chat. And for those people that are watching the replay, feel free to put it in the comment section as well. So this was an honor again to be with you all this evening. Thank you so much. Happy holidays, and we will see you next Wednesday.